All right, time now for Focus 50 Plus, and once again we're talking about successful entrepreneurs. Dr. George Schofield with us today, and went through about 12 steps of this.
Right, we're going through number 11 and 12 today, because being an entrepreneur after 50 is not a simple thing. You don't just write a check and buy a business. You don't simply say, okay, my doors are open. There's a lot to know.
All right, so today we're focusing first on profitability and ROI, and what that is, ROI, and the difference between the two.
So understand that we're in business to make a profit, at least we're supposed to be.
Hopefully.
But just because you make a profit, supposing you make $500 in a year, but you invested $20,000 in the business, ROI is return on investment. So good entrepreneurs understand not only whether or not they're making profit, but what kind of return on investment they expect. Because if you only make $500 on 20, and it's taking you all this work and time in addition, maybe that wasn't such a good investment for you after all.
Okay, so both very important to know.
Right, exactly.
All right, so when we start this, we're also supposed to think right off the bat about an exit strategy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because a lot of us think about starting a business or being an entrepreneur as if we're getting married. This is forever.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, hello. Or we're having kids. You know, well, they're going to be around for 25 years.
Right.
Maybe not.
Okay.
So if we choose to start a business and be entrepreneurs, we really have to have an exit strategy built. Are we going to sell it when it makes enough money? Are we going to build it up when it's worth enough? What are we going to do to make sure that we're prepared not only to build it up, but to have an intelligent exit for ourselves? Because something else could happen too. Something else could change in our lives. We may not be able to pay as much attention to it.
Right.
It may not appeal as much. So then you're backed up against the wall and may need to shut it down. We don't want that. We want an intelligent exit strategy.
Okay, so we've gone through 11 or 12 of these.
Right.
So we also, we're going to look ahead and sort of do a wrap-up as we come into next week as well.
Right, and that's what we're going to do. We're not only going to go through the 12 quickly, maybe have a couple of stories, but in addition, I'm going to put all 12 up on my website so that people have the opportunity to simply go and work their way through them, because it's like a checklist.
Yeah. And that's very important
for
folks to know, especially since Dr. Schofield is with us every Monday. You can also definitely we encourage you to go to his website, because this was 12 steps of doing this, and all equally important.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us again.
Thank you. Have a great week.
You too.
Okay. See you next week.
All right. And we'll be right back.